Yeah, these kids been working hard since June, first week in June, to put themselves in this position, right? To play in front of people and put our uniforms on, and get the popcorn popping and some butts in the stands and go out and compete. So it should be a great opportunity for our program.
Do you have any update on Marcus?
No, at this point, I know exactly what's been published publicly. It's an unfortunate situation, but at this point, that's all we have.
Does it become a Title IX situation at all?
I believe so. I don't want to speak out of turn. I'm obviously not involved in that process. Obviously, there's first the legal side, and I don't know if those things happen concurrently or one happens and then the other, but I'm sure that'll be something that comes up.
Mike, I know it's something you wanted to avoid after going through everything you went last year with that team. Have you used it as a teaching moment with the other guys that, hey, you're student athletes, but you're celebrities. You got to be careful in this day and age.
Yeah, and I don't know if I would characterize it that way. They're not celebrities. Obviously, being a basketball player here is a big privilege. It's a great honor for me to be the coach here. We have these conversations about things like this being potential issues all the time. It's a process that we try to touch on from the moment they arrive on campus, and they're not always avoidable. Unfortunately, we found ourselves here, and at this point, we'll just deal with the information as we get it.
Moving forward, how do you guys adjust the rotation?
Well, there's no rotation yet,
Yeah.
right? We haven't played, so the guys who perform the best in practice will have an opportunity. As it relates to him, he's obviously not a part of that conversation at this point.
I know you can't say much about the super secret scrimmage, but coming out of that, situations, everything, you've always bounced out here and said, hey, we've had this many good practices, we need to keep going. Are you still on that schedule?
Yeah, we actually, and I think it was a good thing, we stumbled a little bit at the beginning of last week and had a couple not great practices. We needed that. We needed a little bit of, recharging. They needed to see someone else. So going into the scrimmage, I was really focused on seeing how they would respond to not having a couple good practices leading in. And they responded really well. I was pleased with the things that we were able to do based off of practices and how the guys are starting to understand their roles within the team.